Welcome back to the Golden Days of Farming, episode 37 with me, MrSealyp. I'm back on Bluebell Island. It's been a little while. The west coast has kept me quite busy. Plus, there's been a trip down to South America. Lots going on. But here we are, 90 bales. Exactly what I promised. FarmerMatty. They're there, and he should have those whenever he wants them shipped. But he has kept up his end of the bargain, and I've got 40 cows, most of which have been put into the dairy farm. If we have a quick scroll across, where are we? Cows, we are now on 124. Awesome. But I have the last, I think 6. The last 6 here have been delivered. They need to be taken down to the farm, so I'm going to take them. Let's just get that cover off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 cows. They're going to go down to the dairy farm. Now, hopefully, looking around the farm, a lot of our fields, a lot of my fields, a lot of the fields that I planted corn or maize in are ready for harvesting. Not all of them yet, but I'm going to start a harvest. And as I said when I originally planted them, I'm going to do a silage harvest on these. I'm going to chaff them all, put it all into one of the bunker silos, and then we'll sell that and see how much money we make. I'm curious to see how we can do out of silage. Now, one thing that has crossed my mind actually, I think I've got 3 fields over here that are ready in soybean. They need to be harvested as well. With the new expansion pack, Estancia Lapacho, I wonder whether or not sugarcane, can you chaff sugarcane like you can with the corn and maize and the other crops. It just takes a slightly different header because it's such it's a much bigger crop. Can you chaff it for silage? And if you can, do you get much more? That literally has just popped into my head. I don't know why. I just finished and posted my video on sugarcane 101, just to give a bit of an idea of how you do the sugarcane, and that didn't even cross my mind. I wonder, might have to go back on that map, have a look and see if that works. That might be another little guide too, maybe. We shall see. But we're nearly there with the cows. Let's get them delivered. It does mean, of course, that once these are delivered, I'm going to need to sort out quite a bit of feed for the cows, because I've got quite a few more now. But it does also mean that at the end of the day, the milk production should be phenomenal, and I should do alright out of that. I've got to remember, is it circle? It is circle. And let's unload. 130 cows. Excellent. Confirm. Do I want to? Yes, I do. Here's the other thing I decided to do. I bought the Joskin. I'm sure I mentioned I was going to, and I had one leased. I said I thought I would probably buy one. Well, I have. This is mine. I didn't lease it. Haven't borrowed it off of anybody or anything like that. This is mine. I'm going to leave it down here with the cows for the time being. And what I will do, let's just drop that there. Have a quick look at the feed situation for the cows. Yeah, they need loads. Let me just check. Have I got water here? I have. Let's sort the water out at least. Can make a start on a bit of it, can't I? So I'm going to take all of this and some. Wow. Yep. and not even close to being full. Right, I'll go and fill this up, get some more water in there. I'll probably sort the bedding out. I'll worry about doing the total mixed ration later. I have got grass in the Mengele already, actually. That could be brought down, I can sort that out. But I've fed the cows numerous times before, so you don't need to see that. I will do that off screen, but just to show you that the cows are here. The bales are all done. There was nothing dodgy. I did the bales. They're all sitting there and they're waiting to be collected. So let's fill this up. I know every time I fill this up from here, no one's actually mentioned it yet, but I thought somebody would. The fact that I'm filling up and using seawater, probably not the best thing for them to be drinking, I wouldn't have thought. It says it's not working now. Why is that not working? Because I didn't have it on trailer. It is now. Right, I will see you in a bit. So I've come up to the store and I'm going to use some of my hard-earned cash and I'm going to lease a forage harvester. I'm not borrowing one. There's nobody I know that I can see in the local vicinity that has one, and that would mean shipping one. I mean, it's going to have to be shipped anyway, I suppose, because I've got to lease it, but I can't do a lot about that. So the question is, though, what do I want to lease? I could just go with that, which I've used already, and it took a while. Actually, I used the Massey Ferguson version, didn't I? But I need to do this at quicker kind of pace. What's it going to cost me? 17, 22, 29. I'm going to go New Holland. The FR850. I'll make that money back, no problem at all. 29,920. It's a lot of money, but I'm going to do it. Why not? And as far as headers go, where have we got New Holland header, which is that one there, which is another 3,000. Oh, it's new. Well, I say it's new. It's newer than what we've got. Lovely. Okay, let's jump up. Sounds tremendous. Got quite a few fields to get through. The only downside being that the only trailer I've got that's large enough is the 30,000 litre Gilibert, but that's fine. I'll just do loads of 30,000 at a time. I'm probably going to be backwards and forwards quite a lot, but that's part and parcel of doing a silage harvest. God, that's a cool looking thing. I think we might have used this one on an episode of Sandy Bay on farm visits. I think with SILAGE. I'm trying to think the last time I've used this. The fields aren't big, it's going to get through them quickly, but that's kind of the point. Let's open this header up. Pipe out. Let's line this up. Right, set a worker. Let's go and get in the Deutzfahr with the... It's the Gillibert, isn't it? I keep wanting to say Gilbert, but it's not Gillibert. Gillibert. Potato, potato. Let's see what we get out of this, shall we? I'm hoping we're going to do alright. Now, the only downside, I am going to talk up a bit because this is incredibly loud. The only downside is the bunker silos down at the docks. Because that kind of underlay never got sorted, the Roman roads, as I'd like to call it, is finding the right one where I'm not going to have a strip across the middle of it or part of it that's not quite right. I think the third one along I might be okay. I don't know for definite. We'll see. Actually, this I'm getting far more out of this than I thought I was going to. Wow. Just thinking what field 17 is going to produce. Let's turn around somehow. Not a good look going through the hedge, never mind. Okay. Two strips and a nearly full trailer. Okay. This is going to be way better than I thought. Okay, once this is full, I will take this down and unload it. And I'm going to keep plodding away on these and see how we get on. It's looking good so far. There we go, full load. I should go and unload it. I am presently removing load number 3, I think it is. Load number 3 from field 17. The bunker silo is proving challenging, unfortunately. I found a Roman road, just my luck. I think I probably should have gone for bunker silo 4. The annoying thing is I've been sent numerous times copies of the underlying map to show where they are by various different people, and I could have sworn I was in the right one, but maybe not, which is a little bit frustrating. So what I have done is I've brought over the Manitou telehandler, and I went up on top because where this was starting to pile up, I was struggling to get the tractor up here, which is really going to prove quite tricky. And as you can see, this line here, I go up onto here, this line here is where the Roman road is. It's going to be about kind of over there. Now, this is my dilemma. I can carry on filling this right till I get to the top, this top level here. But will that be enough? If I carry on in this one, will it blanket it with this gap across? I don't know for definite. I hope so. I would assume so, but I don't know. Now, if this carries on from here, my assumption is that this line here will kind of continue across up there, with the other one next to it kind of going off up there, which will give me all of this part of this silo. And I suppose if I'd have used this one, I probably would have had the whole thing. Unless there's another one winding across here somewhere, which is also potentially there. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to fill this up. I'm going to continue to use the telehandler with the bucket, which is just over here, to level it and kind of go up and down and move around what I need. Because as I was driving up and down on the front here, it was pushing it all out the front of the bunker silo, which was a little bit frustrating and also a little bit messy. And if anybody who's watched me regularly knows me, my OCD will not allow that. I cannot have mess out the front of here. I will not sleep at night. So I'm trying to work out the best way to do this, whether to take it round the back, back it in once you've got that kind of rocky slope there, and then try and tip it, or tip it from the front, or oh, I don't know. Such a dilemma. Right, let's have a look. I'll try it from the front. I don't know if I can get this trailer up onto here, and if I do, it's not going to look even slightly realistic. I can only imagine the damage it would do to the hitch, the PTO, everything else. It would be horrific. But such are the physics of Farming Simulator 17, as I can get away with such tomfoolery. Yeah, it has worked. I mean, like I say, you just wouldn't, would you? I mean, let's be honest. You just wouldn't. So, let's get that open. Oh, it doesn't like that bit. Okay. Like I say, as soon as you drive out the front like that, you just kind of squash it all out the front. Yeah, can't be having that. Can't be having all that nonsense. So I can get up onto the top there, fit some in between. Yeah, this is getting harder. We have to think of other options, I believe. I'm not even convinced the telehandler will get up to there now. Let's just stop that. Let's see, shall we? What can the telehandler accomplish? What we need is a tracked telehandler. How cool would that be? I'm sure there probably one exists out there in the modding world. But a tracked telehandler, yeah. I know they probably don't exist in real life, but, you know, I guess technically the new Leap pack that's coming out from Black Sheep Modding, they're more like little mini cranes, excavators, but they do have, I think they've got telescopic booms on them, I think. So I suppose technically, yeah, can't be doing this. Can't have this out here. No, no, no. Mind is freaking out. Should get all that in there. There we go. Lift that. Perfect. Right. So I can dump that somewhere. This is the gamble. Will I get up on top? I'm going to go around the back and do it, and I'll start levelling some of this out. So if I drive up gently this side, on the bit I've kind of already levelled, let's... Oh, that's not good. Take the top off of that maybe. Oh no, that's not looking good. I know there are various different silage levelers, etc, etc, and I've never managed to be kind of confident or been able to use them properly. I just find them an absolute pain to use. So if I just go up and down here, yes, I could do the bigger, heavier tractor. I could do it with a, you know, I could lease a Challenger, just tear up and down here, or even the big Bud, you know, something with massive wide wheels. I've done it before in different Let's Plays when I'm on bigger maps. I think Westbridge Hills I might have done it on, and it takes no time at all to bang up and down on here, level it all out. But this is working, it's okay. I think I did this on Drummond as well. I used the telehandler and it works. It's, you know, it does the job. It takes a little while to do the job, but it does do it. That's how I get. I've still got that one in the bucket. Let's see if I can kind of assist in some way by kind of filling the gaps. That's kind of okay. Right, it is levelling, it is compacting, which is what I needed to be doing. I've kind of given myself, that's actually worked out. I mean, I would say I did this on purpose. Look what I've done. I've given myself a gradual slope up from the back to the front, allowing me to drive. I haven't, that was a complete accident. I didn't do it on purpose. I wish I had. But it does kind of work. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to get in this. No, please don't get stuck. Ooh. Nothing like pleading with a vehicle, is there? It's me that's driving it. If anyone's going to get stuck, it's because I've been an idiot. I need to get this more level to the side here because it doesn't seem to go down the gaps. There we go, we're getting there. We're getting there. Anyway, you don't want to spend the episode just watching me driving up and down on a load of chaff. Now, what I did do as well, I think this is what I did on Drummond, I don't know if it's going to work, to get this to compact, get it on full lock, and hopefully... Now, this will make you incredibly dizzy, incredibly sick. It's not realistic, you would not do this, of course you wouldn't. But... it does work. Now, let's just check. How much do we have in here at the moment? I have got, with terrible eyesight, I'm going to have to lean forward towards my television. 239,000, is that saying? That's not bad going. 87% compacted. So I say, if I carry on with the old weird spinning, 88. Oh. I think that register was in the next bunker over. 90%, and so on. I can carry on like this all day. I'm going to, but I could if I chose to. Anyway, right, so this will continue. I'm going to carry on doing field 17. Fields 18 and 20 aren't ready to harvest yet, and I've got field 8A, the one that I ploughed out myself, all need doing because they all have got corn in them. Oh, sorry, fruit types, there we go. Let's zoom in. So 16's done, 17 I'm in the process of doing, 19 was the one that's been sitting for ages, that's done. So let's go to growth. That's harvested. 16's harvested. 17's partially done, which I'm working on now. 20 and 18 aren't ready yet, and field 8A just here isn't ready yet either. So they're all going to need to be done too. But as you can also tell, 5, 6 and 7 look like something's been going on. It has. I've been multitasking. Shock horror. Not something I do very often, but I have been, and there is a reason for that. A reason which will sadden the hearts of some people watching. I'm going to go over and have a quick look. Once I've reversed this off here. Sensibly, of course. I am over at field 7, so 17 to 7. I've been doing the soybean harvest, multitasking. 5 and 6 are both done, 7 is being done now, excuse me. It is being harvested as we speak. I haven't had any problems with these harvesters at all, where I went through and cut down all the trees when I got rid of the trees either side of the fields, the ones that were causing me issues. These have gone no problem at all. That's it, it'll probably stop now when it turns around to try and do this one. It should be okay, but the reason for this is this. This is likely to be the penultimate episode on the golden days of farming. I know, grab the tissues. It is a sad time, my friends. A sad, sad time. However, I do need to move on. We've done a huge amount on this map, I mean massively. I've enjoyed the narrative, it's been great fun. What I do need to make sure I'm going to do all the soybean. I've put some into the storage silo already. Let's just have a quick look. So, soybean, I've got 25,000 litres in there at the moment. I had some already in there, 9 I think. The price at the old mill's still good, 1,748, so I'm going to sell that. What I am going to do is really do the silage harvest, sell the silage, see what I make out of that, because I haven't done I did silage here for the cows on this field originally. It was one of the very first things I did, I think in episode 1 or 2, using the trailed forage harvester. So I was curious to see how much I could make, and then I'm going to leave my team, my group of phenomenal workers that have been helping me out on this island, and I'm going to head back over to the west coast onto the mainland and try and get Hillridge Farm kind of up and running a little bit better. There may be a couple of overseas trips to South America, who knows, we'll see what comes up in that regard. But so anyway, this will probably be the penultimate episode. There may be one more, there may be 2 more. I think probably just 1 more. I'll get the rest of the corn silaged, put into the bunker silo, fermented, and then we'll sell and see what we're looking at. But it's all going rather well. I want to see what happens at midnight with all those cows extra now, how much money I can make. That'll be interesting too. So yeah, let's just see where we stand after that. I need to get on with the silaging. Actually, what I do need to get on with the silaging. Just walk off and leave the harvester here. They've completed their task and run for the hills. You know what? I'm not sure leaving these people in charge of the farm is going to be sensible. There'll just be machinery scattered around the place where they've just finished a job and run off. Safety first, people, safety first. Get those hazard lights on, those beacons. So, 1, 2, just going to pipe out. Spin this round. We'll get this last bit into storage. Now I have got a lot of fields north of here which have all got soybean as well, but they're not ready to harvest yet. At least I don't think they were ready to harvest yet. Let's just have a quick check growth wise. No, let's have a quick look. Fruit types. So yeah, field 21, 9, 11, 12, 13 all have soybean in. I've got 10 and 13 with oilseed rape canola. I've got wheat, I believe, in 14, which will help me with some more bales as well because of the new animals, and I've got sugar beet, which is ready to harvest in field 8. So yeah, it's mainly corn and soy, but I did try to make sure that I added a bit of extra in of all the other crops to help with the pigs. So that will go into storage, and then we'll get back on with the silage harvesting, or we will, I will. Blimey, this takes a long time to unload. Come on. There we go. Beacons off. Close that down. Now, I'm going to pull this up near the fuel area, only because it's going to have to go north to the fields up there later on anyway. It seems pointless me taking it back, putting it under the barns or the shelters, just to get it back out again and head north up the map. So I'll just pull it in up here, then it'll be ready for later. Here will be fine, just out of the way. And let's get on with silaging. I decided, I've just went over and did another 2 loads of corn silaging, and thought, you know what, I'm going to end the episode on a high. I've grabbed all the soybean. There's a tiny little bit left, not very much at all, 1,000 litres ish, something like that. So 30,000 litres, full trailer here. The old mill is doing the best price at the moment, 1,748. So I thought I would end the episode making a bit of money. Why not? See where we stand at the end of this. Pretty good, I hope. Tremendously well indeed. Is that 52,000? 50,000? Wow. Okay, that's not bad at all. That's a good way to end the episode. 52 grand in the old skyrocket. Lovely. Now, that is the end of this episode. In the next episode, potentially the last one, I will make sure that all of that corn is in the bunker, that it is blanketed and fermenting. That may be a quick kind of time-lapse type jobby at the start of the episode. And then we'll sell it, and let's see how much money we can end up with on this map. Bluebell Island has been incredibly kind, and I've enjoyed it immensely. So let's see on the last episode where we stand, and then we'll move on to pastures new. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share the video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.